Oh, good afternoon and
Yes,
welcome.
hello, good afternoon, and you are so welcome. Yes, on this, well, cloudy day, but it's not raining
Yet.
and before we talk about the classic car market, just let's hope the old Japanese Grand Prix actually does happen, because it's looking a bit
Well, by the
dodgy.
time everyone sees this, we'll know one way or t'other.
Yeah, that's true, we will. Yeah, and of course then Mercedes would have won the Constructors' Championship,
Yeah,
for sure.
and it'll be in the bag for Lewis.
Yeah, well, it is in the bag, isn't it?
Yeah, I
without
suppose
a
so.
doubt. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
classic car market.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it all came to a head when I said to you earlier about this company down in Southampton which was exporting classic cars right, left and centre, and a lot of them seemed to be going to the Middle East, which sort of told me that people are still buying them, but not to keep in this country. But the other thing is that obviously the classic car market in this country is, to be polite, it's in the doldrums.
Yeah, that's a very good way of putting it. It's in the doldrums, and I mean, the auction houses are always the classic way to see what's happening, and they certainly confirm. And some of the drops in values, which I'm not going to talk about specific cars myself, but at the sort of more top end, they have been quite dramatic, actually.
Well, it's clear to me that a lot of the auction houses are actually concentrating on lower end, because then they think they can shift them.
Well, I think they are, to a degree.
You know, once you get to the sort of 200,000-400,000 mark, it's forget it.
But having said that, you see, in America, it is a lot more buoyant. I mean, England itself is definitely suffering.
Yeah.
Partly, I guess, for the pound and what have you, but you've got to include all the political turmoil that's going on at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, until the thing is this: nobody likes uncertainty.
No,
and what we've had is 3.5 years of uncertainty, and so obviously that will impact on various things. Especially things like what shall we call luxury market. I mean, regardless of what you think, classic car market is to a certain extent, it's not all, but to a certain extent it is the luxury market.
Well, it's a hobby, isn't it, for most people, so it's a little bonus
and people
or whatever.
People are not prepared to put their hand in their pocket until they got some certainty as to what the heck's going on.
But interestingly, there was a debate in Scottish Parliament, where are we, Wednesday, that they're having these, green zones for cars, so you can only have to have a green car to go into them, and they were debating an amendment as to whether that historic vehicles could be excluded.
Yeah.
And actually, goodness knows why I ended up watching this Scottish debate. I have absolutely no idea. I don't know, maybe I had too much whiskey or something, but interestingly, everyone concurred that it's a good market, lots of employment, a lot of talent there. So so the consensus in the Parliament was that it should be exempt from these things, except when the Green MP got up, and of course he didn't want any exemptions at all. He just wanted to stop the whole movement. I have to say that's when I switched off, because all the unemployment, I mean, all the skills. Sorry to rant, but I mean, it just does my head in.
Yeah, but the unfortunate thing is that these people don't take into account that how it's going to affect hundreds of thousands of people's lives by some of the policies that they pursue, which are actually not reasonable.
It's not going to happen.
But the thing is this: that what people have got to understand, what these people don't understand, is that the population wants things that are reasonable. And if you're not being reasonable, you don't get much truck out of it. All you do is you piss people off.
Well, I mean, most historic people who have classic cars, historic cars, I mean, they don't do thousands and thousands of miles. Some only do 100 miles. I mean, some do 1,500 to 1,000.
You know that, because I mean, when it comes to insuring these things, I mean, you can have a 70,000-80,000 pound car, and the insurance is what, 50 quid a year, because they know you're at that kind of money, you're not going to actually do anything stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So there we go.
That's a sort
That was a nice little rant.
That's the rant for, yeah. Well, I felt like that rant because that man sort of irritated me a bit, actually.
Irritated
Yeah,
you?
yeah. Well,
I mean, you're being
I can't
polite
say,
again.
well, I can't say anymore. But what I can tell you,
It brassed you off.
yeah, I booked for the journey to somewhere. I have booked mine. So
Well, I will be booking mine.
good. That's good.
So that's all for now, folks.
Yeah.
So we'll wish you a happy day.
Yeah.